This garbage is why Māori need dumbed-down exams. Low IQ, dumbed-down exams. First, the truth and the facts. Second, the garbage, low IQ, unbelievable nonsense. First, the truth and the facts. Mount Taranaki, previously named Mount Egmont, is an andesitic stratovolcano on the west coast of New Zealand's North Island that rises over 2,500 metres and dominates the Taranaki Peninsula. The volcano's rocks are geologically young, hundreds of thousands of years, and eruptions have occurred into the Holocene geological epoch. Mount Taranaki's last major eruption was about 1655, while its most recent volcanic activity was a minor ash eruption around 1854. Because it's an active stratovolcano, Mount Taranaki's formation process leaves a landscape prone to lava flows, pyroclastic deposits, lahars and sector collapse debris. Mount Taranaki loses its summit repeatedly, over 16 times, because of large episodic sector collapses of the volcanic cone, along with gravitational failure of the over-steepened cone, producing massive landslides and reshaping the surrounding landscape. In summary, it's a geologically active mountain. Second, the garbage, low IQ, unbelievable nonsense. Mount Taranaki has been granted legal personhood in New Zealand law, meaning that the mountain is recognised as a legal entity with rights and responsibilities similar to those of a person. The Taranaki Maunga Collective Redress Bill was unanimously passed into law on the 30th of January 2025 by New Zealand's Parliament, giving the mountain a legal name and protecting its surrounding peaks and land. The bill also recognises the Māori worldview, that natural features, including mountains, are ancestors and living beings, which is, of course, just crap. They are not ancestors, and they are most certainly not living beings. Shock horror, the mountain is not the first of New Zealand's natural features to be granted legal personhood. In 2014, the Uriwara Native Forest became the first to gain such status, followed by the Wanganui River in 2017. In summary, this personhood status is just dumbing down the genuine scientific truths to satisfy low IQ, fantasyland superstitions and will do nothing to help youngsters' education. If you want to believe in the Easter Bunny, that's all fine and dandy, but don't force it on those who don't believe in such nonsense. Does granting Mount Taranaki legal personhood mean if someone innocently dug a hole in the side of the mountain and planted a clean green tree, they would get charged with committing grievous bodily harm? Watch when this low IQ, ridiculous moment of granting a pile of dirt and rocks personhood actually occurred in the New Zealand Parliament. This is shameful.
Taranaki Maunga has always been more than just a mountain. It is an ancestor, a protector, a source of strength for the iwi, hapu and Taranaki. It has shaped the identity, the culture and the spiritual well-being of generations before and generations to come. Personally, I'm always amazed at the striking form of Taranaki that rises so sharply, so close to the ocean. I think that's what takes your breath away. And often the clouds sit on its shoulders like a korowai itself. It's a beautiful mountain and it's a proud part of New Zealand.
Maunga Taranaki e tu mai rā, e tu mai rā. Maunga Taranaki e tu mai rā, e tu mai rā. Poweri tiara, poweri tiara. Ngā waka, ngā waka, ngā mana, ngā reo ka hui hui mai nei.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, the ayes have it.
Te piri whakatupua mō te kāhui tupua Taranaki Maunga Collective Redress Bill, third reading.
Now, waiata, I think.
Kia